Wow.
They know something we don't.
They know something we don't. I would not. I did not expect that ban at all. Mincetar.
He does have. Wait, I know someone played Mincetar earlier this season.
Someone did. Someone did. I just don't remember who. I know it made an appearance somewhere.
No,
And it
yeah,
won, by the way. It won.
Oh, that was Aurora. That was Renegade.
I remember it won.
It lost.
Right? Did it look? Did it win?
It lost quite badly.
Huh. There's a Vex.
Oh, they don't play the Faramis.
I would have picked the Faramis. That's a great Faramis lineup.
Yeah. Maybe again because they were thinking,
Too late game.
look at the Khalid, look at the Nolan, and thought, maybe I do not want my teammates all clumped up together.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, the you know what? The NetherRealm does kind of force you to play close.
Yeah. So I get it. Yeah. Definitely do not pick up the Faramis here.
Yeah, don't.
And
No,
for
no
Falcons
need.
AP Bren, yeah, no need. It's
I think you want to go full mobile with this lineup, right? You want to
Yeah.
go really mobile. You want to be able to chase them down on the map, which they're probably going to be running from you anyway.
Look, it's Few and Ogwen thinking what they want their pairing to be. Oh, Low Yi's open if they want to.
That's a great pick. Loy is great pick here. For the roam though, that's Nana.
Nana and Hylos!
the most. Oh man, people are celebrating. Even Omega fans are like going ham right now. I love it. Me loving me some Nana in this game.
The easiest set of abilities to remember. Molina Blitz, Molina Smooch, and the Boomerang Toss. I forgot the name of that one.
Molina's Blades. Blade of Molina.
Blade of Molina. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I think I go Grok.
That'd be cool.
Again, I'm with y'all RG boys and RG girls
It
here.
works.
The Molina Smooch, man, how are you going to control it and how they handle the Blitz. But playing the Hylos into a Bane, into a Gatot, into a Vexana might be tough. If last time it was Jungle versus EXP, now it's the Roam EXP of Falcons AP Bren versus the Bane and the Gatot.
Yeah, I actually get the high loss. Slow down these melee heroes, make them hard to chase you down.
Oh, is it more setup for the Nana, something like that? Or?
It's more like the Nanas for the finisher. They're
Gotcha.
just playing defensive on the high loss, man.
Gotcha,
Super
gotcha.
slow.
I got you.
Okay, let's see if that's going to work out here. As we throw it over to game number 3. I'm excited to watch this. Throw it over to the casters.
Thank you so much, guys. We're just as excited to see the combo of a glorious pathway and a Molina Blitz. I'll tell you that much. That is going to wreak some havoc here. But welcome to the last match of the day. It's me once again on the English desk, Naisu, joined by Ingan, as we bring you this one. FCAP and Smart Omega now in Game 3. FCAP looking for the revenge from earlier in the season. And I don't know, man. Very fun lineups, I would say, for our last game here. What are you thinking, Ingan?
It's not a star match without unconventional picks, without game 3s. And again, okay, seems like Falcons AP Bren are the aggressors trying to get their orange buff away from Andoryu.
Whoa,
Just
double heal.
Just a quick reset here for Blapteezy and Ogwen. And again, they're back in the picture here, trying to zone out Andoryu. Here comes Kyle TZ.
Uh-oh.
Will he be able to retreat though? As Omega forces to rotate with 4 members and first blood.
They're full sending it.
Okay, but this time Flapteezy though answers right back with a kill onto Andoryu. That's going to be a more worth it trade. Unless Flapteezy manages to escape. A roamer for Andoryu with the Bane.
Hey, Worth. They got Andoryu.
Hashtag Worth.
Wow. So, that really reminds me of the early aggression that we saw from Team Liquid PH. Was it last week? When they went back to the roots of the Echo Express.
The Cho and Khalid combination.
Yeah, and they're still going.
Oh,
they're still doing it.
And Kyle TZ manages to get the purple buff. Okay, first minute in. There is no buffs for Andoryu. That's going to be a huge problem for the first turtle. Oh! Flicker out. Even if Few has the passive, he's not going to waste it on one power of nature from Ryota.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine.
I know there's some excited people in the crowd tonight because I just heard a shriek in the MPL arena. Probably a Nana main out there, but this turtle's up for the taking. We'll see how they play it out. Already, Flap!
Oh, Flapteezy, but here comes Ogwen with the Revitalize plus the quick Sand Guard. Look at the HP of Flapteezy. All of a sudden, it's like he went home.
That's just.
Whew.
I was gonna say, like, that's just dirty. That's just healing right there,
That's
man.
unfair.
Revitalize with the sand guard there. That's tough. Like, how do you even overcome that amount of healing? Look at this. Nana Main's idol. Last season, Few has played Nana in 3 games with a 100% win rate.
You know, I gotta say,
Tell me.
that's also my record for ranked games when I use Nana. 3 games, 100% in
3
span
games?
of 3 months. That's how much I don't use Nana, but Few.
That's locked in, man. That's locked in.
Yeah, we've been saying, you've been saying this. Wait a minute.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, Ogwin. Trying to zone out Shaknu, and here comes the wild charge from Ryota. Answers right back with Raging Sandstorm, but deadly catch from Andoria as he goes down as well. In exchange for Ogwin once again.
Whoa,
And the
the
quick
juke.
sand guard plus the juke from Flap TZ. A 2-0-0 start for this Khalid.
That's what I like to call athletic flicker right there.
Athletic flicker.
Very
I like it.
athletic, a flap. And,
Gonna break some ankles though.
Yeah, that's how you break ankles, you know. And you also saw when they used the Raging Sandstorm, that was a perfect time to go ahead and lay down the Molina Blitz as well from Few. And that's the combination they have. That's one of them, I would say.
Yeah, you have to wait for the Glorious Pathway and
Yeah.
Molina Blitz.
You don't need, and that's the thing.
Ultra slow.
You don't even like need it, but once it's available, it's gonna cause havoc in the team fights.
Speaking of Havoc, they're trying to plan out the play here on the Jome, but instead goes out. And going back to your to my point a while ago, you've been saying a couple of weeks back that I wish we have a graphic of how
For
many
healing?
unique heroes
Oh,
used
heroes,
for
yeah.
this season. And Few picking up the Nana just adds to that list of how many heroes we've seen so far.
We gotta
7
be up
weeks
to
in.
like, I don't know, in general.
Because Kirk alone already has 12. What more the
Yeah.
other players?
And I know team as a whole, earlier on, at least today when we started the day, I think it was Smart Omega.
40.
41. You know, so these are some pretty, like, it's crazy, but I'm happy. Like, as someone who was rooting last season for the non-meta picks to come up, a.k.a. Cord, you know, I'm glad where we are now, where it's like, you don't know what's going to pop up. Not only that, but also, honestly, at this point, week 7, I don't know who's going to be champion for season 14.
Same.
I know Fnatic Onyx is undefeated, guys, but I'm just saying, like, anything can happen when we get to the playoffs.
Especially, you know, when we receive major buffs, changes, patches for the most used heroes, things could go south for the top team in just a blink of an eye with how versatile the meta has been for this current season. I mean, who would have thought Few? If Few's even the one who said that he wanted to really go on the revenge tour against this guy, Jome is going to fall down.
Big damn!
Big damn, big plays and a big shutdown for Falcons AP Bren as they also get the turret down bottom.
Oh, man, I can already see it, Ingon. After today, your ranked games won't look the same.
It's going to enable a lot of Nana heroes. But speaking of the current meta, though, it's viable again with the current adjustment of Nana's ultimate. It's not just one, not the ultimate, though, the Molina Smooch.
Smooch,
Yeah,
yep.
the Molina Smooch. It's not just a single target anymore, it's AoE. Meaning a lot can be transformed. And speaking of transformed, Ukir just got transformed there. And even that alone has damage to dish out damage onto Ukir just like that.
Yeah. And so, you know, with all this happening, like, there hasn't been any of these huge team fights. It's all been mostly, like, just pick-off centric, aside from that early start where we saw, you know, the invade from FCAP and everything else. But really, it's just been, all right, we find a moment here. We lay down the layering of ultimates that we've been talking about this whole time, and that's enough to get a kill. Look at this.
Kyle knows. Kyle knows. He knows.
He's sensing it. They got some information here. Oh!
Oh, but does he know the wild charge is there? Plus the Guardian's barrier. Manages to escape, and here comes the Nana pick 2-0-1. Ogwin on the charge with a glorious pathway, but a passing coming in from Ryota will ensure that he is safe.
He is safe, and now that's the, you know, even in a sense, that fracture, having that slow now, that 30% slow, does play a role in Nolan being able to escape in those instances right now, too. That just leads into this third turtle for the taking for FCAP. So Smart Omega tried to make a play. They tried to, you know, throw it out to left field. It didn't work, though, unfortunately for them, and they're going to lose these tier 1s as well because of Flap. Just putting pressure on the back.
As Super Marco works on the middle lane turret, Kyle TZ and Flap TZ.
Oh.
They managed to catch Ogwin, but Ogwin has to revitalize. Is he going to be alive, though? Here comes the sun. Was able to cast a glorious pathway. Now Flap TZ just making sure that Omega stays there. And now Chaknu picks up a Thunderbelt. And you were saying the fracture of Kyle TC played a huge role in why he was able to escape. You know who else played a huge role?
Who's that?
Few. Killing Jome, handing him his second death with that boomerang plus ultimate, and Omega just really managing to get another turret here down bottom. Just trying to salvage whatever they can because Falcons AP Bren right now has a 4.5k gold lead.
Yeah, what has to happen here for Smart Omega is you got to catch up in the jungle, you got to catch up in the gold lane, and that's what they have to do to get in fighting form. Hopefully for this first Lord. Now, I would almost rather see Smart Omega maybe not contest it because they're just kind of down, they're behind too much in the key roles right now. And unless they can get a pick-off potential or a great set, maybe from Yoda or even Chaknu, that would be great for Smart Omega. But right now, the way things are going, they're just kind of out-farmed, and they've got to get time to adjust from it. So if that means giving up the first Lord for now, so be it. Just defend the best you can because Jome's also got to catch up on this Claude, and you can already see Super Marco's going to be looking to do the same thing we saw Jome do the previous games with this Moskov in hand.
Yeah, and not even just the gold lead though. Look at the level gap. 4 levels ahead for Kyle TC against Andoryu, level 14 to level 10. And even at the gold lane, Super Marco 2 levels ahead up against Jome with the Claude. Oh, as they pick up a kill onto this is a Gatot Kacha Chaknu, and they just bursted him down like he was nothing.
That's the burst damage.
Big burst.
That's what we were talking about.
That's Big Bursta. You know Big Bertha?
Yep, I know. All I know is Big Damn.
Okay,
That's
Big
it.
Damn.
Right there. Lord secured. Locked in here for FCAP. They're going to be able to march in pretty much to the base turrets, obviously, from this. Corrosive Scythe just being picked up by Jome at this point. So he should have those 2 items that we talked about, time and time again with the Claudes. But I don't know, man. It's getting iffy here because right now, FCAP playing into the Glorious Pathway just to shove them off of these turrets.
And they're going to successfully take down the middle lane turret. And Few a while ago said that Falcons AP Bren, direct translate, just translated for me, is the Lason against Omega. Literally, Few is the Lason, the poison, with his unconventional Nana pick, doing wonders for them. 202 KDA, so far so good. I haven't even seen Few pop his passive. That's how much play safe Few is, but still able to dish out the damage. The crowd control. Here comes the Glorious Pathway. Kyle TC onto the back line, onto Chaknu, forcing out Andoryu to use that deadly catch as the Lord pops the holy shields of Omega.
Now they're going to work on the turret. Still going to deal with the Lord here. They're going to jump in.
Oh, Chaknu jumps in with the AOG. Just try to delay the push, but they're able to burst down the inhibitor down bottom. Kyle TC works on the top lane. And 10 minutes in, a 9.5k gold lead. Now we have to go back to our talking points a while ago. In this case, Omega, they really wanted to reach this time the Omega timers.
They still need 8 minutes or so, maybe 6 for the new season for that Omega timer. Right now, though, there's the pathway.
Oh, plus the stun coming in from Ogwen. Chaknu manages to escape. Here comes the damage coming in from Falcons AB Bren, really trying to work on the turret. And look at the damage from Super Marco. Just working on the minions, but manages to... Is it the passive of Moskov? Wherein if you hit something, it reflects the damage, it bounces the damage to the nearby enemies. Right?
For Moskov?
Yeah, for Moskov.
Oh, you're talking about the spears.
Yeah, the spears, yeah.
I was like, you mean reflect damage? That's a different thing.
No, not reflect. I just can't translate it properly.
The spears, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the spears.
Get yours now. Falcons, AP Renrico. What were you saying? Sorry.
I really
just the amount of damage he can do with the spears.
Yeah, I just really want to get the TOPH one, but here comes Ogwen with a Glorious Pathway. Okay, at this point, Omega, it's safe that they're able to go out from their base. But again, Falcons AP Bren will just really bring out the clash wherever they are.
And that's the thing, man. They're 10,000 gold ahead. Off that one Lord, they were able to get that one turret. Maybe another the Holy Shield on top, but for Smart Omega at this point, like I said, it's really just playing into late game. That the timing's there. The power spike for late game has to be in their favor. And honestly, I don't think they fight this Lord either. Like you're not in a position to fight this, so just go ahead, get in the defensive mode, back to against the wall, get ready to defend the base, the push, because FCAP after this one is going to come swinging. They might even force a situation where you have to fight. And this is where that deadly combination really comes into play, too. I mean, I'm sure you guys watching have all seen or at least witnessed when a Nana is in the base, right, and you're trying to defend. You can't really stack up. Then you pair in a Glorious Pathway on top of that and a Sandstorm.
Just too much.
It's too much to deal with. So even the areas around the crystal here, the base for Smart Omega, you have to avoid from actually getting clumped up in that situation. So that's the question. How do they juggle that around? How do they deal with the push, of course, coming from these waves and also the Lord? They can clear things out. They're going to have to really find their own kind of setup, whether that's Chaknu, whether that's Ryota to pull it off. You can see that they have pretty respectable damage, but turrets are going to fall here. Lord makes its way into the base, and FCAP eyeing down the last turret as Smart Omega holds it on. They do clear the Lord, though, so they've already done that. No wave in the middle just yet as it walks up. Now, Smart Omega, this is their time to hold their grounds if they can. There's the pathway.
Oh, but the gorgeous barrier. Woo! But look at this. Pew picks up the kill. Onto Ryota plus Kyle Teasy onto the backline. Going to bring down Chaknu as they work on the middle inhibitor turret. The base of Omega. No more inhibitors left. The push is here for Falcons AP Bren as they try to complete the revenge tour and get the win against Omega.